What's up, you guys? I am up, and I said, why am I up? I am going to do a review on Chasing Dallas. How are y'all doing? So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I watch, Chasing Dallas, and everybody was like, you need to review the show. So I said, hey, let me watch a couple of episodes of it. I think it's about, let me see how many episodes are up. Maybe about 5 episodes. I could be wrong. Give me a second. I want to make sure I get that correct. Of Chase and Dallas. I think it's about 6 episodes up. If yeah, episode 6 just came out. So I'm just watching. I'm really watching this show, and I see the cast and I see the different things, and it was a couple of highlights to me that really stood out to me in episode, I would say 6, with Trey Howard and Dre Simber. Now, I'm not understanding why Dre Simber is on the show, because Dre Simber is not a cast member, a regular cast on Chasing Dallas. So I didn't understand why, Dre Simber is having a conversation with Trey Howard. I'm not understanding it. And from my understanding, Dre Simmer is not even living in Dallas anymore. Dre Simmer was never a resident in Dallas. He was just visiting Dallas. So I didn't really understand, why are we having, Dre Simber on the show. Another couple other things of this show that I felt that was just all over the place. You could just really tell that the storylines are really forced. You can tell that the whole thing with Ressie G and Carrie D is very forced. I want to see Carrie D, you know, focus on the music. You know what I'm saying? Focus on putting a mic, get in the studio, get a track, and sing some songs. I don't really see him as being messy, because it seems forced, like he's really like scary, and then like he had do some mess and he had backtrack. Well, I didn't really say that. I didn't really mean that. Oh, I was drunk. It's not really I'm not really feeling the energy um at all. A person that I really when I was looking at the show, I think his name is Robert. I'm not really feeling him. I don't want to see a man that have a bunch of tattoos, grills in his mouth, want to be a nail tech. To me, I'm not feeling that energy at all. So when I saw that, I'm like, man, I'm not really feeling this energy. Like, you supposed to be this nail tech, and you got all these tattoos, you got this grill. I'm not really feeling the energy. Like, to me, the energy is, I'm just not really feeling that. And then he have kids, and then you on this gay show, then you have 2 kids, and you do nails. I really wasn't feeling that. So if I had a decision, if I was a producer of the show, I wouldn't picked him, because he's just not a good look for the show or what they trying to give for the show, honestly. Another piece of it, when I was watching pretty much episode, I believe it was episode 6, and I think they did like this lemon, they had this whole thing, they was at this place, at this weed place, and they was having this conversation. Another at the table, and they was sharing a chair, which was Carrie D and Premiere. I'm like, what is Premier doing here? And Premier was just reading Ressie G. Are you this? You talk about people. And he's right. Ressie G is one of those people that will look you in the face, that will laugh in your face and drag you for filth behind your back, and then be in your face kiki and ha ha. He's one of those type of girls. You know, he's from Atlanta. That's what they do. They real fake. They be in your face. They be in your presence, and they just drag you for filth, right? And he think, hey, I give y'all this show, so just give me a pass on me being messy. He's one of those type of people. So I was really, really feeling Premier going at Ressie G, but I was confused. I'm like, Ressie G, you're not. Are you a cast member? Are you a friend of the show? I'm uh really not really feeling the show at all. Hey, your boy Nunu, I see you here. This is live. This is a live show. I wasn't really feeling it at all. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, what is Premier doing here? What is he doing? Because he's not a member. That was to me was so random. Even though I agree with what he was saying and everything like that, but you're not a member of the show. Now, if he was a member, a cast member of the show, then I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. It just seems a lot of force. Now, I love George. Okay. George was really letting Ressie G have it. I would prefer to get some more mess on the show, but George was letting Ressie G have it. And, you know, George supposed to be this frontal director. You know, that's his career, and that's what he does. But he was just letting Ressie G have it. Okay, he was letting Ressie G, and I'm like, I'm really, really feeling it. And then I'm like, y'all just need to just throw hands and just fight if y'all feel like it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? He really don't really feel for Ressie G. Another issue that I have with the whole George situation, and it's nothing against it. You know, his father passed away. May he rest in peace. I just didn't feel like that was good for episode. Why are we bringing cameras to him visiting a cemetery to visit his father's grave, and you putting it in the show, then you saying rest in peace to his father, as though his father was a member of Chasing Dallas. His father wasn't a member of Chasing Dallas. His father actually died before Chasing Dallas was even out. So I didn't really feel like having that scene. I don't know if it was in this episode. It maybe was in the previous episode. I may get no confused. But when I saw that, because I'm just giving y'all like a response of pretty much all the episodes and what I saw, and just giving y'all a review of it. So I'm like, I didn't really feel that energy. Like, why are we going to the cemetery? And I think they did that because if you go back to G Status, you know, one of the cast members having I forgot the cast member's name. I think Hakeem was having a conversation with his mom, and you know, his father committed suicide, and they visit his father's grave, and they had a conversation. So I really felt that energy having that. But then I feel they tried to top that on Chase, and they tried to top that that show. They tried to top that energy with having George visit his father's grave. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to say, and I'm just going to just keep it real. That I saw in the episode that just aired. Um, Trey Howard was having an event in a garage. Now it's no shade. I'm like, you have your event, but I'm like, why are we in a garage? It looks like he had that event and what they call a storage space. You know, you have to put your, furniture in public storage. It looked like they rented out a public storage place, garage, and said, hey, let's have this event at this place. And I'm like, I'm like, what the world? I'm like, what are we doing here? Is this an event? Like, and then they had the models, and then it wasn't really no liquor there. Then everybody was outside. You see the cars, you see all the garage doors, and I'm like, this is a hot mess. I'm like, what are we doing here? Wasn't really feeling it. And I'm like, oh, he having this event. And it's like, oh, okay, this the event he want to have, and I give it to him. He is the stylist and stuff like that, and it's really great. There's nothing wrong with being a stylist. You know what I'm saying? That's what he want to do. That's his career. I think he does amazing work. I just wasn't feeling the facility. Then they go outside, and then Trey Romack, which is not on the cast. Trey Romack is not on the cast. He come there with this tight shirt on, and him and Ressie G gets into it. I'm like, the viewers was confused. I'm confused. I'm like, Trey, you were on last season. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all arguing about? And then Trey was like, and I heard some tea, and I got some information here in my phone. I don't even know if I want to read. That Trey was like, well, you kissed me, and I got a source. This is a reliable source that said in that Trey Romack and Ressie G they fucked. So I'm like, why y'all acting like having this energy and y'all, you fucked up? Like, I don't understand it. And we all know Ressie G like some ping. So why are we sitting here and y'all arguing and y'all doing these type of things and y'all allegedly had y'all fucked? So, and then we get to George bring Trey Romack, and they was like, are y'all together? Are y'all together? And the reason why Ressie G really asked that, because he fucked Trey Romack a couple of weeks before that taping. Are y'all together? And I'm like, is George and Trey Romack? And it could be, because George is, no shade, George, I love you, but you are a thought, okay? A whore at that, and that you have men's in and out, in and out, in and out. And I heard you even pay for the girls. That's what I've heard. Okay, I could, I heard they say, hey, you don't mind, give you a couple of drinks, give you some food, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna smash. And he's one of those type of, he's very flirtatious. One of my sources told me that know him real good. And I really like George. George is good for the show. He's a cast member of the show. I'm really here for it. So all over with Chase in Dallas, I'm okay with it. I feel it. I think the energy is there. Another thing that I just really doesn't like for the show is Imani Van Zant. Now, I am okay at first having her on the show, giving reviews, but it's just not needed, because she just needs to create her own YouTube channel and just do her reviews like on her own YouTube channel. I really don't feel a need of her trying to review a show within it. It's just a waste of time, just a waste of energy. And it seemed to me that she's only doing this just to promote her t-shirts and her fans, right? Just to promote her cups and stuff like that. They would come out better, put me on the show. And let me review it and let me promote, you know what I'm saying, my merchandise on there. I just don't really feel a need. At one point, it was cute, but now I really don't see the need of her, reviewing the show, in the, reviewing the show, the episodes. She just come out better just doing that entirely outside of the umbrella of Chase Reality. That's just my humble opinion. Now, another thing on the show, and that wasn't in this episode, was in the previous episodes, and I want to cover this. They kept talking about, and this is the thing where Markel had a show for what was the show that he had? Girl, Lovers and Friends. I think that was the name of the show. And Lovers and Friends was a show that was on Chasing Reality. And then him and Ressie G was going at it, talking about Ressie G was like, you stole my idea. That was my idea. And Markel was like, no, that wasn't your idea. I came up with this. And all this stuff. And I'm like, girl, who cares? Nobody really watched Lovers and Friends. It wasn't a hit show. The show was actually boring. Honestly, if you looked at the views, the comments, they trashed the show. It wasn't really that great. So whoever idea, whether it was Ressie G idea or whether it was, you know what I'm saying, Markel idea, I wasn't really feeling Lovers and Friends. That's why I didn't really cover it, because I just felt the guys on there, they was okay looking, but they lack personality, in my humble opinion. That's just how I feel about the show. So they just have this whole idea of it. Then the episode that, I think in episode 6, Premier was like, well, you stole you talking about Markel show, Love is a Friend, was your idea, but you stole the retreat idea. And I have a friend in Houston, even though I love the retreat because they had Joy Simber, they had Trey Howard, and it really mixed. So I really like the retreat. I think the retreat was a good show. Overall, Chasing Dallas is a good, it has some good moments. I get kind of bored in some of the scenes because some of the scenes are just drawn out. What's the other girl? Ahari. Did I say her name right? Let me make sure I said her name right. Give me a second, you guys. I want to make sure I say her. The new one, the our sis on there, Ari. I think her Ari O'Hara. I hope I'm saying her name right. Well, Ari, I hope I'm saying her name right. She just amazing on the show. But I'm not really feeling her breasts, because it's like one on this side, one. It's so spread apart. I'm just not really feeling that. She needs to cover up because I'm like it's saggy breasts, honestly. And when I saw it, that's what came to my thought. That's the first thing. And I know a lot of people like Ari, and you know what I'm saying. Understand? I liked her personality. She does an amazing job, lip singing records, lip singing the Megan Thee Stallion records. But when you get into her confessionals, I just see saggy breasts. And I feel like, what in the world are we doing in these confessionals with that? She need to cover up, because I don't want to be looking at, because all I just see is saggy breasts. Honestly, that's exactly what I see. Now, y'all probably didn't really get into the confessionals, but if you really get into the confessionals look, you really can get into that look, and that's what I just definitely see. So I know a lot of people are going to see this in the morning, going to watch this, and they're probably going to be angry at my opinion. But these are just my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And it just my, just my opinion of the show. You know what I'm saying? She getting up there lip singing and people throwing a couple of dollars, and then you see her confessions with one breast on this side, another breast on that side. I'm like, they did a terrible job with the work and everything like that. And I was wondering, and shout out to Nunu. I don't know if he want to come on. And your boy knew, if you're still in the bushes, you can hit the link and you come on if you want to speak to me. But it's kind of hard. The reason why I don't review them shows is because I'm too real. When I review these shows, I'm just too real when it comes to these shows, and I'm just too real. And honestly, when you cover these shows, a lot of the cast members and the production, they want you to kiss the butt of the show, and I personally can't do it because I just give you my opinion of the show. Now, who I think that need to stay on that, Ressie G need to go. And the reason, or we need to get somebody that's really going to have some other friction on the show. And that's what I would like Joy Simber to come and be a cast member, so he can go back and forth with Trey Howard. I'm sorry, with Trey. Yeah, with Trey Howard. I hope I said, yeah. And I'm like, because it's kind of hard when you're trying to be a producer, and then you're trying to be a cameraman, then you're trying to be a cast member. It's like it gets really confusing. And unless you do it right, it just, I don't see the need of that. You need somebody else in the show, and it's kind of hard. Getting people to do a show for free. It's really hard to get a cast together that's going to be faithful to doing a free show. That's just what it is. You're doing it for free. Okay. And it's kind of hard, but I would love to see other talent on it outside of just the whole Ressie thing. I think Ressie just should work behind the scenes and get somebody in there that's really, some new development talent. Another person that, and I like this person. I think that he is an incredible artist, hairstylist, and that's Dior. Incredible person. He getting his whole shop together, but it's out of business now. Um, with some fraudulent stuff with that behavior, that's out of business. With the shop that they had, okay, shut down, out of business. And what really happened with the shop, and I'm going to tell you this, and give me a second. He had the shop, and from what my source told me, that it was fraudulent, didn't have no licensing. The landlord, the person that they dealt with, wasn't really the landlord. The shop wasn't licensed, allegedly. any of the all those things. And that's what I heard. And now the shop, I went past it, and it's just out of order. It's out of business with the shop. So that's why, when you try to have a business, you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure that the landlord ain't gypping you and stuff like that. And I like Dior. I think Dior is an amazing, talent. But I just don't like it that he's kissing Ressie G ass. And see, this is why I don't like it when producers are cast members. I liked it when Dior was dragging Ressie G. He need to get back to that. All these people, they just want to kiss Ressie G ass because they don't want to get bad publicity on the show. And it's just like, it's a free show. And maybe if he was getting paid on the show, maybe Dior would have been able to keep his shop open. Honestly, he would have been able to keep the shop open if he was getting paid on Chasing Dallas. He ain't getting paid. So all that stuff. So and I'm just keeping it so real. But I just think that it's an amazing talent, it's an amazing show, and shout out to the whole Chasing Dallas family. Now, shout out to Nuno. I see Nuno in the building. Me and Nuno go way back. He's been doing this for over 10 plus years, longer than that. And Nuno was just amazing talent. Can I talk about Nuno for a second since he's in here? Nuno's just amazing. I had the biggest crush on Nuno. I had to focus on production, but it can work. Yes, I left season 2, but I had to focus on production. Yeah, you come from experience. Nuno was so talented, man. Back in the day, Nuno would go live. He would have the braids on. He's from New Orleans. He knew how to cook. He had this amazing accent. Like, he was just this amazing talent. He still is to this day. I really fell in love with Nuno when he would just go on camera. He would just talk about his experience. He would just talk. Amazing person. Amazing, just amazing guy. You know what I'm saying? Just adorable, sexy, just everything. Y'all don't remember them days. Like, them was the days on YouTube where talent would just go pre-record their video, get in their closet, talk to their fans, and that's what's amazing. And another thing I like about Nuno, I love his independent films. I watched one of the movies. I was in love with his independent movies. I like The Circle NYC. I love me some Travis. I wish you need to bring Travis back. I think he live in Florida now. I just really like the show. I love Damian Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I like this. I like Chasing. I like The Circle NYC. I think it's good production, good editing. I think the boy Nuno is just an amazing producer. If I ever do a reality show, I would bring him on as a producer, as a production, because he's just amazing. I wish he would come on and speak to me, but I'm glad he's in the building. But that okay. All right, give me a second. I'm trying not to fall into the overbearing task of being talent, crew, production, executive producer. Yes. And see, that's the thing where I was offered to be on Chasing, work with Chasing Dallas. And I wanted to be behind the scenes production. And then if I wanted to be on air talent, I don't want to be production. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this: you have to open up your house, and I want to be paid for this stuff. Honestly, if I'm going to tell my story, I'm going to be entertained, I'm going to be bringing in the clicks and views. I want to get a check. I want to get a check for that. And they wasn't offering no money. So I said, hey, I'm just not going to do it for free. I can see here on YouTube now. Now I'm getting paid right now just doing YouTube by myself, independent, with my own lights, own camera, everything, just me, versus me getting on a show and I have to pay. And if I'm production, I got to pay for the cameramans. I got to pay for the lights. And what I was offering, I said, listen, a lot of the scenes, and this is a problem with Chasing Dallas, I can't really hear the cast because it was so much noise because they need to be mic'd up. You need to invest in production with mics, mic up your cast and everything like that. They need to put more money. Maybe Ressie G need to go on to work at McDonald's, and so he can pay for his staff, and so they can be mic'd up instead of them bringing their cell phones hooked up with a light. It's just like, come on, y'all been doing these shows for a long time. It's time to increase the production, because sometimes I can be tuned out because I'm like, who is that talking? Like, I can't hardly understand what they're saying, because it'll be so much noise because they're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not mic'd up. Okay. Now, these are just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? These are my thoughts, y'all. And if anybody come at me, Wiley, you came at me left and came at all that way, I'm like, listen, my audience, my subscribers, my producers, they wanted me to cover the show. And I said, listen, I'm going to cover it, but I'm going to keep it REAL, real. Is Lauren getting paid for her show? I don't think she's even getting paid for her show. I don't think so. I just think it's done for free. Even though I like Lauren, I think Lauren brings a lot to the table. If she was getting paid, she wouldn't have to move back or her like listen, you know what? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Y'all not gonna like it. If she was getting paid, she wouldn't have to put her stuff in garbage bags and have to move back home with her parents. These people are not getting paid. A lot of them people are struggling. They're trying their best to say they so successful. They're struggling. They ain't making no money like that. If she was making money like that, she would have to put her stuff in garbage bags and go back home with her family. That'll let you know right there that they ain't got nobody like that. I'm just keeping it real. Because a lot of them be living beyond their means. They be trying to wear all the best wigs, the best clothes, and having these big old apartments that they can't afford. They be trying to have these fraudulent businesses that they just cannot afford. It's kind of hard. A lot of them, they're not really bringing in no money like that. And these are just regular working people. Regular working people. And it's hard. It costs money to do these things. And a lot of them put on this image like this is my brand. They're chasing. It's like it's a catfishing mentality. Like you're not really having these money and all these bookings like this. It's just something I'm producing for the show. And it's okay. And it's a bad look almost like for Lauren because she said, I have this multi-million-dollar contract with China and you ain't got your stuff in garbage bags, and I like Lauren. Honestly, I do. I like Lauren. Yeah. I brought my house with the intention to help people produce their own media. And I get it. It costs money for production. It costs money for cameramans. You got to pay these people, to record and mic up. And Lauren production is a little better because they got our Dario pretty much got the camera recording and all that. So it's really good. He have an eye for talent, really good production. It wasn't really, I understand and I could hear each of the members on just Lauren. It was some points of Jason Dallas. I couldn't understand the cast and stuff like that. And so these shows is definitely good. I don't really cover a lot of shows because if I can't understand the talent, hearing the talent, or if it's bad quality, I'm just not going to cover it on my show because I have to sit here and I have to watch these shows before I do some commentary on it. So that's why I don't get out here and talk about the show. Just like Real Hot Boys of Houston, I like all of the boys, August, Ashton. I like the producers over there. But one of my criticisms on the Real Hot Boys of Houston, it was just the production was bad. I couldn't understand the members. It was like they was underwater. You know what I'm saying? They're very sexy men. And I wanted to cover that show every single week, but I watched one episode and I couldn't continue. I couldn't even get through the first episode because the production of the show was just that bad. And these are just my honest opinions about the show because when you're on there, people got to be able to hear you. They got to be able to see you. It got to be good quality to definitely do it. And it's just amazing. So somebody said there are good programs and companies to help fund employ and college students. If you organize, you can get it done. Yes. And then it's like college and stuff that have these internships that you can hire some of these students that work in schools for like being cameramen and all that. It costs money to do that stuff, and it's a ways around it. And you have to save your money. Like if I were to do a reality show, I'm going to work a lot of hours and bring in $4,000 to $5,000, $6,000 every 2 weeks so I can put some money away and just for my production fund, then put some money away from my cast. So I can, so when I bring the show together, I know, okay, I want to make sure that my cast, good quality, that my cast, you could be able to hear my cast and that my cast get paid because I don't think that we should do, and it's okay if you want to help somebody out, if you want to do all that, you definitely can do a show and for free if that's what you want to do, because sometimes you have to do a show for free and what I'm saying, help a person out. If that's your friend, if this you believe in a vision, that's great. But I had a different type of vision where I want to pay the cast, pay the production, good quality, and that's why I don't have a show out yet because it costs money. It costs good money to put that. Even though reality shows is cheap to make versus like network shows like what I'm saying, those type of shows where scripted television. but it still costs, it still costs, so you got to put money aside for that. But good morning, you guys. I said, hey, I was going to cover the show, and again, I will continue to watch Chasing Dallas. I think Chasing Dallas, I would just will continue to promote it. Does anybody know any shows like Chasing Dallas that aren't about gay men? I would keep you in the loop about that. It was one show, but they never bring it into fruition. It was supposed to be about a married couple, and they was going to do it on YouTube, and it just didn't ever happen. But I will keep you in the loop if I find a show that's not about that, that have straight man on there. I would definitely be the first one to let you know about that. But again, it's a good market. I see a lot of shows are now like copying the whole thing of Chasing Dallas and Chasing Reality and stuff like that. But let me be clear. One show that I really like, and I'm going to just keep it real. I really like Chasing LA. I know a lot of people didn't like Chasing LA. I like the fights, I like the gossip. It was really good for me. I like one of the episodes that I liked about Chasing LA. Honestly, man. Oh, when they was outside, I think it was the last episode. They was outside. They was about to get into a fight, and one of the Transformer got like a knife or like a taser, and she was like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna beat up my friend again." And like that was that was like so funny to me. I just liked because it was like a lot of drama. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot, it was a lot of drama was definitely there. Oh, and there's another person that came on the show, and this just came into my mind. On Chasing Dallas, they had Jeremy Copeland on one of the episodes. And I'm like, why Jeremy Copeland on here? Why is they giving Jeremy Copeland a confessional? He is not a cast member of Chasing Dallas. He is a cast member of Chasing LA. So what is here? And then he said something that triggered me. I work with Beyonce. You work with Beyonce? When did you work with Beyonce? You was on probably 1 or 2 seconds in her video, but you trying to make it seem like you choreographed one of her music videos, and that's just not the case. You were one of the background dancers. I believe I'm gonna say allegedly because I didn't see you in the back. I'm gonna just say allegedly. I'm gonna say it again. Allegedly, you were a backup dancer for one of Beyonce videos, okay? But you try to make it, oh yeah, I work with Beyonce, I work with Janet Jackson. I'm like, look at him, look at this clout chaser. But I'm here. Oh, hey, you do what you want to say, what you want to say. It is what it is. But when I saw that, I got a little trigger, and this is why a lot of these people don't come on my show because I be dragging them, and I understand it. But it's a show, and I feel like, hey, this is entertainment. This is just my commentary. Okay, all right. Let's okay. Let's say I heard the guy from Chase Atlanta got his YouTube channel snatched. Were you talking about official Kingpin? For me, I just and I say this humbly, since we're talking about these challenging reality, official Kingpin to me, I'm in shock. Because we have a history. He decided to do a documentary and a series about me that was just based in lies. And for me, for someone that have a friend that is successful on YouTube, you would think that he would just get some help from his friend, which is Armand. He's very successful on YouTube. And I just saw him doing stuff on his YouTube channel. And I'm like, Kingpin, why are you talking about Auntie Hammy? Why don't you try to interview Auntie Hammy? Like, what are you doing? For me, I didn't understand the whole thing with official Kingpin or what happened to the channel. I really don't know. I don't understand it at all. I personally believe that he could have get so much help from Armand because you have a genius in your camp that you can get his assistance and help, and then he will go live. It's like I didn't know what direction he was going to go with his channel because at one point he was doing good on Chasing LA. He could have capitalized on that, just continue to do commentary, continue to interview people, but then he just started to attack Auntie Hammy, and I didn't understand why he was bringing her information up or why he was doxing her or why he was saying that she's in foreclosure and she's in this. I personally didn't understand. I was confused about that because I'm like, why are you addressing like Auntie Hammy? He had a good moment. He was interviewing Jaguar Wright. He had Jaguar Wright on the show, so he had some great moments. So I really don't know what really happened to his channel. I don't know all the details of what really happened. I personally don't even think his channel was gone. Give me a second. Let me research for myself because sometimes he's friends with Armand, and y'all know them girls will get up there and they will post something on their channel and they would just hide the channel. They will hide it. Give me a second. They will hide it. They would hide the channel and it don't be terminated. So I don't know. I I don't know. I'm just minding my own business here, but y'all brought it up. Give me a second. Let me see. Because I think he just hid the channel. I think he hid it. I don't think it's gone. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Let me see. Because this just happened. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all heard about it. I think he hid it. I think he hid the channel. It's not gone. He hid it. Because if it was terminated, then when you go on the channel or you Google the channel, it would say this channel was terminated. I think it's hidden. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me do some little digging here. He said channel is suspended. I don't suspended. They won't take your channel down if it's suspended. I think he's just doing it just to promote his channel. I don't. Hey, you guys. I think he hit it. He's on time about it. He's on time out, aka suspended. Really? I don't know what. Okay. I don't know. I can't. I can't really. I can call him. Let me see if I can call him. Do I still have his number? I thought I had his number. I have his number, but I didn't save it, and it's somewhere in my phone. Let me see. I don't have his number. Okay, I have his number. Let me call him. The person you have dialed is not able to receive calls at this time. Well, he have a new number? Not able to receive calls at this time. I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to give y'all an exclusive. Okay, well, good morning. Okay. Good morning, you guys. That's my review on that. We talked about that, and so of course we're gonna talk about this on probably I'll probably go back live, but I just wanted to just give y'all this. And I was up because I got off work and I went to sleep and first of all, I took me a shower and I went to sleep and I was so tired because I worked the overnight shift and I really couldn't get no rest. And then eventually, boom, and then I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep because usually when I get up, if I get myself out of the bed and if I get up, I just went on and just got on the phone and I was just watching Chasing Dallas, and so I couldn't go back to sleep. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a episode." So that's why I'm up early, and I know most of my audience they in the bed. So I said, "Hey, let me just go on, get up while these thoughts are fresh in my mind, and just talk about this real quick." I don't know. He could just have me blocked, or he could change his number. You know, people change their number and stuff. But the last time I talked to him, I think the last time we talked, the last time we talked was in July. Yeah, that was the last time we talked. Because I think he reached out to me in April. Yeah, that was the last time we talked. The last time I talked with him was in July. You know. Yeah, I'm just let me see what the Auntie Hammy say. Because they were going at it at one point. I don't know why he was going at her, but let me see. Did she say something? I went to sleep. Okay, she must deleted some videos. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on that. I don't know. I you know what I'm saying, I don't know what was the reason. I don't know what was I don't know what was the reason. I'm confused. Like why was his channel? I don't know. He said it was suspended. He didn't say terminated. Suspended mean you eventually gonna come back. Unless he said suspended and he meant to say terminated. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I don't even have him on my Instagram. I think I still have because I went on a blocking spree. I don't have him on my Instagram, you guys. So I'm sorry I can't give you all that exclusive. My apologies. Yep. She had too much. She was on the live talking about okay. All right. She was on live talking about okay. Wow. All right. All right. Okay. I know she had deleted some videos because I'm looking because she had some videos up, Auntie Hammy, and she deleted the videos. So I'm just not understanding. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm about to get ready and go. Good morning. I know y'all gonna start y'all day. We definitely gonna go back. You guys, I have the podcast up. And we have episodes on there. I gotta put a new one on there. And I have everything pretty much. I had some technical difficulties yesterday. I was trying to record and it did not go through. So now I found out that I can record on StreamYard, the podcast, and it could be an audio and I could upload it to that so y'all can hear it on Spotify and Apple. So definitely with that. I want to say good morning, your boy Nunu. I gotta bring you on the show and I gotta cover your show too. And I do want to apologize to you because you have been so kind to me, and I gotta visit you when I come to New York. But you just an amazing person. I mean, y'all give Nunu his roses. Your boy Nunu. I mean, that is YouTube royalty. Give him your roses, and he have the Circle ATL. Okay, give him your roses, and I got to get into that. Oh my gosh, he got some good looking people in this cast. He got some good looking people in this cast. Okay. See the thing about the boy Nunu, I gotta be real. Here release these episodes, and baby, child, the schedule be all over the place. I don't understand. I'll be like, no, just record the entire season, edit the entire season, and make sure you could be on a schedule. But these people, they be trying to record, tape. No, wait till it's entirely taped and then edit the entire season and then release the episodes. Release the episodes. Because right now it's a mid-season finale. And when it say mid-season finale, that means when the other episodes gonna drop. So we gonna get into that. But I like Nunu. Nunu can get a pass. I have history with Nunu. I love it. I love your boy Nunu. They said Wiley good. They said God morning. If you're speaking of King Pain, Auntie says she was going to have his PA shut down for using her music and her ruining her character. What? Okay. So he was using her music? I don't know all the details because I don't watch that stuff over there. I really don't. I try not to get it. I try to, say, and now I've been here working, so I really be focused on like what's going on in the blogs. I try to do commentary. I really don't know. Okay, well, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, so I didn't know about that. Okay. We don't have a schedule. We actually edit our show and use mics. Okay. Oh, look at the shade. Okay. We don't have a schedule. We actually edit our shows and use mics. You better come on, dude. You better come on, dude. Yes. Like Doodle is amazing. He is amazing. Like this man, I've been following Nunu for a long time, man. This is like a YouTube royalty right here. And I did get it. I met A Connection TV and I was a fan. Oh my gosh, A Connection TV. Oh my gosh, I remember you. I didn't get to be, because every time your boy Nunu would come, I get scared. You know what I'm saying? I get real scared when he come. So when you come back to Dallas, let me know. And I want to visit your boy Nunu. That is talent right there. Do y'all know who y'all have? What? What? Oh man, I gotta cover. Oh man, I gotta cover it. I'm gonna have to watch this show. Okay. Yeah. All right. Definitely have to watch this show. Absolutely. Yeah, man. That's history, man. That is history. Okay. They said yes. I recommend to her. I was recommended to her channel, and she was going off about what he was saying about her. See, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I just do regular commentary. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't play people music. You can't play their music, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know. She did a video about Fisher campaign yesterday, Wiley. Maybe catch it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to reach out and talk to him about it, then versus me hearing it from somebody else. So I'm gonna reach out to him about it and try to reach out to somebody. I'm gonna reach out to him about it and talk to him about it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad you're out of the mess. I enjoy watching. Yeah. I don't be in a mess like that. Listen, I have matured. I do not be in a mess like that. I have really, really, really matured and really like not really in the mess. Like when I made up with some people, I don't really be in a mess. Like I just get on here, do my regular commentary, and just go and mind my own business. I don't really be in a mess like that at all. Me and Auntie Hammy had a little history, and me and her was going back and forth, and that was like almost like a year ago. And yeah, so it was like a whole history, like yeah, but I don't really be in a mess like that, and I'm just keeping it 100% real. Okay, well, all right, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see y'all later. You have only watch her when she come on your live. Yes, yes, you have only watch her when she come. Yeah, because she had came on my live at one time. I remember. I, I'm laughing because that was messy. All right. Thank you all so very much. Good morning to you all. All right. I want to see y'all later. Thank you all so very much. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Wiley Show. Follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show. Follow me on Twitter at Wiley Show. And also, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you all so very much. I will see you again. Please leave a comment. And for those that are going to be catching the replay, thank you so very much. Enjoy your day. Keep growing your channel. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep growing my channel. I'm gonna put in the work. I'm gonna put in the work. I'm gonna put in the work. Yes, I'm gonna keep growing, put in the work. So yeah, it's I'm working and I am doing it, and then I want y'all to know, I'm putting, hey, yes, I'm not gonna make that announcement, but yeah, but I'm working and I'm just doing things. So thank you all so very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all soon. Ciao. Let me go. Oh, do not send it to the cast of Chasing Dallas because I don't want them in my DMs, okay? Because I'm going to the club next week and I don't want to have to be boxing people outside. So I'm gonna see y'all later. All right, peace. Oh man.